we have all dragons for you this week. Miss Jane has recorded a reading of The Paper Bag Princess. This was first published in 1980 by the Annick Press, and we have this 40th anniversary edition of it. This is a good one. Let's make this fire-breathing dragon craft first. I have trimmed off the excess of my construction paper, and now I'm going to tape it to the tube and then to itself. And that's just a little bit quicker than waiting for the glue to dry. Right there. Now, let's see if I can get it straight. One more. Okay, and now, I kind of already started, but I'm going to trim my crepe paper lengthwise in half. I'm going to cut it in half so that I can have twice as many strips. I'm just cutting all at the same time. Now I'm going to put some glue on the inside of my tube here. Let's see, I think I want to do this end, and this is the end I will blow out of. I blow through, and this will be my other end here. We'll have all the crepe paper on it. Okay, let me get a bunch of glue in there. And then I'm going to go around and put my crepe paper in, one piece at a time, just like this on the end, and just go around like this. Now red, now orange again. This is how I'm going to do it. You can do it however you choose. And lastly, red again. Okay, looks good. Oop. Now it's going to stick to me. Okay, good. I think I'll make some spikes. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. And you can draw scales or whatever you can think of. Do you have glitter at home? Is your dragon sparkly? I'm going to make my pink dragon have this little mohawk. Watch how I'll do this. I'm going to make a little snip right here and a little snip right here, and then I'm going to fold these going different directions. Back and forth like this. Now I'm going to put a little glue on here and glue it right on to my dragon so that he can have mohawk. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put it right there. Oop, a little bit long to cut it off a little bit. Oh, let's see if this is going to work today or not. Maybe not. I have this other one here that's dry, and that came out well, but this one isn't working for me right now. That's okay. I'm going to move on. I'm going to draw some eyes. You can see that one a little bit. And some nostrils. And an eye or two. I'm going to give it like eyes like a cat. There we have it. Okay. Now I've got my forest and a fortress, and I'm going to blow it down. Excellent. Our breath is invisible, like the winds, and your breath is creating air current and traveling and making a force, and we can see that air current when we blow through our tube. Okay, Our next craft here is our engineering Power of X craft. And so I really want to share with you this part because it's hard to get the idea in the written directions. So you may have one that fits best together with the lower jaw on top of the cardboard rectangle for the top jaw. Or you may have one that fits better together with the top jaw on top of the lower jaw. So however those fit best together, and you can kind of just test out the movement, put a brad in, and see how they best move. That doesn't quite do it right there, so I'm going to try it the other way, like this. Yep. That's better. That fits together better. That moves. Excellent. I got my chomper. And this arrangement here, whichever cardboard rectangle is on top, will tell you how to set up the rest of your rectangles. You want all of your X's to be set up just like this. So I'm going to set this here on my right side, and then I'm going to set up my other two X's here just like that. The bottom one is slanting to the left, the top is slanting to the right, and one more time, to the left, to the right. And here are the rest of my brads. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the middle first to hold my X's together. Through one, through the other, and then bend those brads out like that. And if your dragon, if you have movement with your chomping dragon X extending arm craft here, it's because the holes are just not as precise as they could have been, but they still, I think it still works out pretty good. So let's see if I can't get this one to go the right direction. There we go. Okay, so now that we have these top and bottom rectangles laid out, keep them the same as well. This top is going to go on top of the bottom there, and this top is going to go on top of the bottom rectangle here. And just go along and put your brads in. Through there, through there. And you can switch it around a little bit if you need to. You want to test it out and see how it best works. And I will have some links for some different extending arm crafts that were sturdier. One had more of like a pincer than just a little chomping mouth here. And so here's the bottom X. It's staying on the bottom rectangle is staying on the bottom. The top is going on top of it. All of my X's are going in the same direction, with the top rectangle slanting to the same side as the other top rectangles. Last brad here. Okay, there it is. And as you can see, all of my top rectangles slant the same direction. Excellent. Okay, so here we have the power of X. X's are used in building and engineering. With this here, we have the X is compressing and then extending. Compressing and extending. And in buildings and bridges, for example, the X is used as a support structure. And with buildings and bridges, for example, one side of the X can take on tension, while the other side takes the compression of it, and then it go back the opposite way, where the other side is taking that compression and the other side is extending again. And this helps it be very sturdy during seismic activity. So when you're out and about, look around and see if you can't see some slanting or X support structures, and think about how that is supporting that building or bridge or whatever it is, and think about how and think about why that might be better than a different support design. Okay, have fun. Goodbye.